What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Winnipeg Jets franchise mode, episode 2 to be exact. And last episode blew up. You guys put some likes on it, and it did really well. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. And also, there's a comment that, because if you comment on my videos, I'm going to address them. Here's one of the comments there was, and it asked me if there was like a set range for ticket prices and souvenirs and stuff like that. And we're about to find that out. So I believe there is. I think I clicked on the wrong one. I believe there is. I was messing around with it. And I believe it's arenas and facilities we go into. And we go into set prices. I believe there is a limit. Like, I was messing around with it just a few minutes ago. I believe the upper bowl can only go down to, like, say something like $20. You can't go any lower than $20. And it can only go up to, like, $80. So each, depending on what it is, has different prices depending on what the item is. Like the game tickets are gonna max out at different prices in the concession. Which the concession, like, you can obviously they're not gonna let you charge like $90 for chicken strips because that'd be crazy. Of course, it maxes out $14, but I'm not gonna make someone pay $14 for chicken strips, even though I came pretty close to playing that at a Hurricanes game before in the past. But that's fine. Me and like the other like 14 people that were there. That was a joke, but you know what? Whatever. Let's get down to business here. So, anyways, here we are, beginning of the season. I don't want to make any moves right off the back. I don't know if we're a buyer or if we're a seller. I'd like to rebuild, so you know, having a bad year wouldn't be too bad. I don't know any up and coming, like really big up and coming prospects off the top of my head, so that may be a problem. Do I believe this is a Stanley Cup winning team? No. Do I believe we can squeak into the playoffs? Not necessarily. I think if we absolutely tried, like we get everybody firing on all cylinders and everything, we'd be a wild card team. And that's okay, but in my opinion, yeah, we can make the playoffs, but we're not going to win. So, I mean, we can push to it because we do want Blake Wheeler to get in there, and then, you know, because Blake Wheeler's older, 30 years old, we don't want to get rid of him, but we also want him to, you know, actually have a playoff contention. Same with Brian Little and Dustin Byfuglien. We want Dustin Byfuglien to win. Excuse me. We want Dustin Byfuglien to get back in the playoff picture. So, yeah, it's really important. Jacob Trouba will be the future of our defense, as I said last episode. Same with Tyler Myers, which I don't know how much longer Tyler Myers would be good. Probably, hopefully, as long as Dustin Byfuglien is. And he still has a little bit more potential, so it's fine. But anyways, I'm like stuck in between on here because we don't really have the backup goalie. I mean, Hutchinson's all right, but he's not. I mean, Pavlik's a decent starter. I wouldn't call him a for sure starting goalie. He's okay. We can play Armoria. He's a third liner. I just checked that. I wasn't sure, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw him in the lines. But I'm not sure if we should, you know, push for the playoffs. I'm actually not gonna change a single thing right now. I'm actually going to go ahead and we're going to go onward. First things first, let's check out the captains. See who's captain. Now, okay, they have Blake Wheeler captain. I'm actually going to leave this the same. Dustin Byfuglien assistant captain, Blake Wheeler captain, and Mark Scheifele assistant captain. That's perfect in my opinion. Mark Scheifele's going to be the captain one day if he plays well and we don't get rid of him, which we probably won't because getting rid of Mark Scheifele would be pretty stupid in this GM mode or franchise mode, because I do know there are some Winnipeg Jets out there that would tear this video apart if I would ever get rid of Mark Scheifele. Anyways, let's go ahead and we're going to slow sim this game against Carolina. First game of the season. Maybe we can start it off with a win. I do believe we do have a promotion night, and I don't think it's going to show us anything about it, so that's fine. We'll see it eventually one time. Here we go. First period against Carolina. Oh, lots of goals scored, but by the wrong team. Drew Stafford gets one to open things up, and then McClent gets one, and then Jeff Skinner, Jarrett Stahl, and then Perot, I don't know how to say his name. I apologize, Jets fans, but I don't know how to say his name. And then Noah Hannafin, who's going to be really good in the future, and Jeff Skinner. So they tore us apart in the first period. Maybe we can make a comeback. Let's find out. And Marco Dano makes it interesting. So it could be pretty interesting. So let's increase sim speed to 8. And hopefully it doesn't go any higher than 8. Yep, okay, it doesn't. Hopefully we can win this game if we can make a comeback. 5-on-4 power play. Nothing. Come on. I think that's gonna do it. 3-6. Oh, yep, that's definitely done. I'm just gonna send the rest of the game. That's it for that's it for sure. Did Jeff Skinner get a hat trick? I feel like Jeff Skinner got a hat trick. He did. Okay, he got a hat trick. Wow, Jordan Stahl with 5 points. Did I say Jarrett Stahl before? If I did, I meant to say Jordan Stahl. I don't know why I would say Jarrett Stahl. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did say, but if I did say Jarrett Stahl, I meant to say Jordan Stahl. So before comment section rips me up about that. Anyways, so we're starting the season off with a really bad loss, 7-3 loss to Carolina, which is fine. Carolina's probably a sick team. It was a hat giveaway, so it really wasn't that bad. I mean, it's not like we were giving away bobbleheads or anything like that of someone and then they didn't do anything. That's fine. So we're going to go ahead and start simming some games here, and my goal is to at least get October out of the way, and maybe, I don't know, we'll see how much simming we can get done today. Now we're at Minnesota, and we beat them 2-0, and Boston, oh, okay, this could be interesting. Another trade. Now, we received a trade last video from Florida for 2 third-round picks for him. So let's see if this trade would offer us any more interest than the other one. Okay, so it's the Bruins' second-round pick. I still think it's too early to hop on a trade. I don't want to hop on a trade this early because we could still, you know, for some reason we could be a miracle team and make playoffs. And you never know, maybe win the cup. I don't want to make any moves this early. I might want to wait until the trade deadline. I'm not sure. I don't want to push it. So we got the Boston Bruins now, and we lose 3-1. Maybe, oh, okay. Whoa, okay. I have to take a look at this one. It's a pretty big trade here. Okay. So, 2 third-round picks. One's next year's, one's this upcoming draft. And Hogberg, who, oh, okay. He's a pretty good goalie. Yeah, he's pretty decent. He has medium backup potential, and he's only 21 years old, and he's already a 71 overall. This is a really interesting trade because we could use another goalie prospect because we have Hutchinson now, but having another goalie prospect would not hurt us at all because I do believe we don't have another one. Other than him, we don't have one. Oh, we do have Helbig. Okay, I forgot about Helbig. And Eric Comrie. Okay, I forgot about their... They didn't show up yesterday when I was doing the team rundown for some reason. We have Eric Comrie. He's going to be really good. So, yeah, I'm not interested in this trade. I forgot we had Eric Comrie. He gets really good, and so does Helbig. Helbig's actually... Is he playing on the Jets now? No, he's not. I might actually send Hutchinson down, even though he's listed as a backup goalie, and bring Helbig up and see how he does. I'm not sure though. So I have no idea. I'm not going to change anything now. I'm not going to worry about calling them up or anything. But I'm not going to make this trade. Maybe next team that sends me a trade, I'm going to look to see if they have anything else to give us besides just draft picks. Draft picks are nice, but another already established prospect would be really nice too. Now, our fan happiness is 88%, which I'm not going to lie, I believe that's going to get wrecked this season if this season's terrible. So, last game attendance, okay, sold out. That's pretty good. That's really good. That's not bad at all. They sold out, so we do have some loyal fans. Team prestige, local popularity, that's really good. National popularity, that's still really good. We are in a small market. I do not plan on relocating unless we have to, so I don't know. We might relocate when we get the option to, just so we can see what it's like. So, yeah. So, all these stats look pretty good. Upgrade, concession. Yeah, nothing really is bad right now, so I think it's fine. Everything seems fine. Fan happiness, season ticket happiness, game day. So, arena level happiness. I don't think we can do that. Okay, arena level happiness is a composite view of how decked out the arena is. Arenas that are heavily upgraded can change more for all items. Your fans will appreciate the quality of the experience. So we might have to upgrade our arena for that. Team chemistry, that's really nothing we can do now. It's going to get destroyed. But you know what? It's fine. Let's just continue on with the season, see what we can do. Let's slow sim this game against Edmonton, see if it's any interesting. Hopefully it is, because we need a big win right now. We could use this win right here. If not, then it's not going to go good for us, and we may lose some more fans watching the game. So here we go. Connor McDavid versus Mark Scheifele. Let's see how this goes. First period. Okay, Matthias gets a goal. That's great. Second period. Okay, scoreless second period. Let's go times 8. Come on. I want to see a goal from Mark Scheifele. I don't know if he scored yet this season or not. I wish you could check the stats while you were simming games instead of like it showing your team record and then your AHL record. Maybe it could show the stats. I hear a lot of people talking about that. Nel Yakupov gets a goal on us. So it ties it up at 1-1. We may go into overtime unless we have a hero on a team, and no, we don't. So we're going to go into overtime. We're going to roll times 4 through overtime. Here we go. Overtime. Let's get a goal, and Adam Lowry gets a goal on Cam Talbot. That's what I'm talking about. It was probably a nice snipe too, so that was a pretty good win for us. Barely. We gave them a point, but you know what? That's fine. We got the win. So let's go ahead and keep simming games. And I'd say we go until, I don't know, we're just going to sim games and see where it gets us. So we're also going to sim the month of November as well. So let's go ahead and get October and November out of the way. And it's time to edit our scouting report. Which our scouting report, let's scout. I'm not even worried about scouting goalies now. So let's scout the OHL let's scout for some forwards. And we're spending a month there. That way, because there's a lot of forwards in the OHL. So we will play Dallas, and we lose 4-1 to Dallas. They have an extremely sick team on this game. And we beat them 5-2. How about that? So, okay, the same trade again. I'm not interested in this trade. Unless they would be willing to give us a different prospect, not a goalie prospect. I should probably take that off the trade block. But, you know, if they were to give us a different prospect, like, is there anyone they would be willing, like this guy? They're willing to get rid of this guy. Thomas Chabot. Yeah, Thomas Chabot. He looks like a pretty solid defenseman. He's only 19 years old and 65 overall, top 4 defensive potential. That's pretty good. Like, someone like that we'd be more than happy to take. Or even someone like, you know, Logan Brown, but they're not going to give him away. They literally just drafted him. So, but he'd be he's big and he's a nice power forward. Power forwards are great for the second line, I believe. I mean, of course, the third line is normally the line you want the big people on. But I believe power forwards are really good in the playoffs because they just wear down the other team. There's really no one else from here I'd be interested in, unless, you know, Curtis Lazar maybe. I mean, I don't think we don't really need another third liner, though. I would want someone who really wouldn't be ready this season, just in case we do tank. Is that guy's name actually AHL? Okay. Wow, okay, his name's actually AHL. That's interesting. I don't know if I want anyone else they have. I mean, maybe if they were to give us, as I was saying, Chabot, that may be better, but the trade value is way over. I don't think they would take that trade. I really don't want to get rid of him right now, so I'm just going to take it as it is, and they're probably going to laugh in our face. Yep. Okay, so cool. So that's fine. I just did that because I don't really want to trade anybody away right now. Our team's kind of in the middle, though. Like, we're not a losing team. We're not. Okay, second round pick. No. Okay, no. That was an interesting trade, but it's the Ducks. The Ducks are probably doing great right now. And we don't really want to. Okay, waiver claim. Okay. 79 overall. No, I don't want him. I don't think we need him. Okay, another trade from New Jersey. It's basically the same trade that Florida gave us. As I said, I'm not going to take any trades this early. I'm going to give it another month of simulation to see. Ooh, a second. Okay. That's more interesting, but as I said, I'm going to give it another month of simulation and see what you guys have to say before we make a trade. New Jersey really wants. Okay, that's next year's third round pick as well. They really want this guy. Yeah, but I don't really want to screw anything up. Our fan happiness is going down the drain. The Bruins are interested now too, but we're not going to try to get rid of him just yet. Wow, New Jersey, leave me alone. They keep blowing up our GM's phone, asking over and over again for this trade, and we just keep denying them. If we keep dropping games, possibly we could make a trade sooner than later. But I don't know if we should tank or if we should go on a winning streak. I'd be okay with tanking right now. Our fan happiness is horrible. I don't want to take this trade yet because I feel like we could get something out of him. We could sell him at towards the trade deadline when, okay, well, the draft picks from Chicago really don't. I know they're a playoff team, so I really don't want to take a risk on getting a pick from Chicago because I know they're a playoff team. There's no point, in my opinion, on getting a draft pick that's going to be really low. So let's scout Russia for some forwards. 15 forwards, so we don't have to be there for a week. So we don't have to be there for a full month. So let's go there for 2 weeks. Should be pretty thorough evaluation of Russia. Let's see how they go there. 5-3 loss to Minnesota, unfortunately. And we were dropping games left and right, guys. We played Nashville, and we beat them 3-2. Our record's 8-15, and we got Nashville again. And another pick from Florida. Okay, it's the same trade, and I really would love to take it right now, but we're going to have to decline it right now because unless I don't know, we're starting to slide more and more games. I really don't know what we should do. I mean, we're 8-17. I really think we should I think we should tank, guys. I really think we should tank. Alright, guys, so I'm not sure if we should tank or not. So we're going to check out the standings in the NHL and see where we sit and see who's tearing. Let's check out our team and see who's tearing it up. Anybody like just absolutely tearing it up out there? Brian Little's doing pretty good. He's on the second line. So that's pretty good. 17 points, 25 games. Not a point per game. That's fine. And see, Perot, however you say his name, is actually doing pretty good. I mean, 15 points in 25 games on the second line, that's not bad at all. I don't want to get rid of him, but I feel like he should go to a winning team. Because we're not going to be a winning team for a while. Of course, I don't want to get rid of someone like, Blake Wheeler or someone like that. But maybe getting rid of him may be the best bet right now. Adam Lowry, we're keeping him. He's doing really good. Drew Stafford, maybe he needs to go too. Mark Odano, Mark Scheifele. Mark Scheifele not doing what I would want him to do, but it's fine. We're a failing team right now. That's completely fine. Nikolai Ehlers, maybe I'm hurting him by playing him on the first line. I didn't put him there, but it might hurt him playing on the first line, so we might have to keep our eye on that. I really don't know what else to do here. I'm kind of lost. So let's go ahead and check the standings and see where we sit in the NHL. And hopefully we're not in the middle. Either we're dead last or we're still in the race. I mean, we're dead last in the Central Division. But the Central Division is like the hardest. The Central Division is like one of the hardest divisions in the NHL. So, are we like dead last in the NHL? If so, I say we just tank it. We are. We're dead last in the NHL. But we've played a lot more games than most other teams. Like Toronto still has 3 games in hand on us, and Columbus still has. Yeah, Columbus has a handful of games on us. Same with the Blues. The Blues are actually failing. So that's interesting. Senators are down there with us. So maybe taking those picks from Ottawa may be a really good gamble because they are really low. Same with New Jersey. They could be extremely low as well. Minnesota's doing bad. Anaheim. So maybe if we do get a trade from those teams again, we're going to take them because I do believe we are going to tank. I would wait and ask you guys if we should tank, but I feel like you guys would want me to get another month of simulation done because I know most of you guys are going to say tank anyways because there's really nothing we can do this season with the team we have now. So we are going to start making some trades. So we are going to sim through December and we're going to finish 2016 out in this video. So let's go ahead and get some simulation done. I should probably slow sim that Edmonton game, but we're probably not going to win anyways. Watch us win because it's a promotion night and we lose, so that's fine. 8-18. We're just going to keep dropping games apparently. Here we go, a second round pick from Florida. I feel like I feel like taking a pick from Florida is not the best idea. I want to take it from Winnipeg, not Winnipeg, but Ottawa. I know they're going to send it again, so I'm just going to hope they send it again. If not, that's not really what I was looking forward to. I know they're sending it again. We just got the United States, and we win in overtime against Chicago. Detroit, we win in the shootout round. See, now we're winning games. That's the thing about this. You could win or lose games in this. Like on the blink, on the blink of an eye, your team could go undefeated. So okay, here we go. Chicago. We're not gonna take Chicago's picks. We're gonna try to not trade any of our guys to the Central Division. I stopped simulation so we can slow sim this game against Florida, whose record is decent. It's like 16-13-1. That's not too bad, but we do have a T-shirt giveaway, so we're gonna slow sim this game and let's see how it goes. Here we go. First period. Okay. Alex Petrovic and Jonathan Huberdale, and Sean Matthias gets one. That's pretty good. Second period. Okay, Logan Shaw gets one. And let's resume simulation. We're going to go ×8 here. Remember, Florida was our GM mode team on NHL 16 for the longest time, and then the series just died off, unfortunately. I would have loved to take Florida to win a Stanley Cup, but it just died off. Florida is my favorite team for those of you who don't know. I don't know how you wouldn't know, though, because my banner has Spacey and Space in it, and yeah, so we lose 3-1 to Florida, and their new logo. Their logo looks pretty sick. And of course, Bobby Lou was the first star, and Jonathan Huberdale was second star. Then Sean Matthias third star. So yeah, pretty bad game, but you know what? Those happen. It's gonna be a long season for us. Our fans probably hate this team. Well, they don't hate the team. They probably want to fire the coach. They want the coach fired right now because of all this losing and everything. They want to blame the press, blame everything. They want a better team, and they want it now. But it's not going to be now. It's going to be a while. Let's scout here. There's a lot of forwards there, so we're going to scout forwards for about a month and see what we can do there. Anaheim again. No, I'm hoping Ottawa sends it. They might not send it anymore. Oh, okay. Whoa. Okay. I would have taken that if one of those thirds was a second, minus the backup goalie, but I'm going to decline that trade. Okay, Edmonton. No, Edmonton. We're not trading from Edmonton. We're not sending anybody else over here. Okay, the Rangers. No, because I do want picks this season. So maybe we call Ottawa back up. Boston, a second. No, that's a year away. We want one for this upcoming draft. 4-2. I mean, we're doing terrible. 13-23-0. We must be really good in overtime. Oh, as I say something, we lose in overtime because we haven't lost in overtime yet. We do have our arena upgrade we need to do. So after this game against New York, we are going to deal with that. It's Blake Wheeler bobblehead night. Hopefully Blake Wheeler gets like a hat trick or something, and we lose pretty bad. So that's bad. But okay, team store maintenance. Let's go ahead and upgrade and maintain that and get that up. So team store, it's probably failing because no one's buying anything. Yeah, let's repair it. We have the budget to do so. Let's repair the store. I'm not worried about upgrading anything this season. That'd be next season. Everything else seems fine. Yeah, nothing else really needs it bad. I would say once they get into the 60s, it's kind of, I don't know how I would feel about it. But then once it gets into like the 50s, it's like, okay, this needs to be taken care of now. So I feel like it's fine as is. Now I do have GM mode firing on this, so we could get fired. So we do have to be careful. So we're in January now, and the All-Star break is right here. So we're not even going to worry about something like that. We're going to wait, and we're going to make a trade because I feel like Ottawa would still take it. So we're going to go to trade players. We are going to make a trade. I know some of you guys are going to be a little frustrated that I didn't wait until the next video to make a trade, but I feel like we have to act now. Where's he at? I want to send Drew Stafford to a team that could use him. So I want to send him to a decent team. I do want to send him to a contender team in the East, because if a West team wins the cup, we want it to be us. But if it's an East team, it's fine. So let's see what East teams could use a little bit of extra firepower. So let's see who's number 1 in the East. Pittsburgh does not need anybody else. Neither does Tampa Bay or Washington. Florida, let's send them to Florida. Let's give my team a little bit of hope, even though they're probably in the play. They're going to be in the playoffs if they keep up their pace now. So let's send them to Florida. Give the Panthers a little bit of extra firepower because they do have Tampa Bay as their rival. So we're going to send them to Florida. Maybe get, I don't know, a pick or something out of it. I mean, they do want to get rid of Jaromir Jagr, but we're not going to take Jaromir Jagr. Look at Aaron Ekblad, 89. Look at Barkov, 89. That's a sick team. Look at these overalls. That's just sick. Is Michael Matheson in the game? Yes, he is. Okay, and 78. Okay, yeah, that's not that bad. I was wondering what his overall was in the game. I never checked. So let's go ahead. Let's see what they want to get rid of. And okay, Sean Thornton and Jaromir Jagr. We don't want either of those. And Bobby Lou. Alright, so here we are on their draft picks screen. We could take Arizona's pick, which would be worth more, which I'd want to go after. So we could try to take that Arizona second round pick, and we dish them, I don't know, who would they really be interested in? Obviously, they're going to be interested in half of our team because they're young. But would they be interested in, I mean, we could give them, yeah, we could definitely give them Perot, or however you say his name, because, I mean, he's just more firepower than them. Let's see if, would they have room for him? He's a left wing. Okay, yeah, they definitely have room for him. UC Jokin and Jonathan Huberdeau really they're only left wings, and Connor Brickley, so they must have a right wing playing there. And not really, Logan Shaw. So yeah, they could definitely use some extra firepower there. Centers, yeah, they could use them. Maybe scratch somebody. I don't know if everyone is playing on their team. I don't know who's scratched, who's not. So it could definitely add a little bit of extra firepower. I don't think we'd be able to get Arizona's pick straight up for it. So maybe if we take, I feel like this is really close in value. So I really do want to try. It's not going to go through. Rejected. Okay, this would seem to be one of those occasions where the trade block paid off in spades. Florida could start a deal based on what you want from us, but you've met our block needs well enough. But the value you have is too far off the S, so we won't be able to get Arizona's pick. So maybe their pick would not be terrible. Their second pick may be the go-to option. Because in the end of the day, we're still getting a second-round pick. It's just like a little bit later than Arizona's. Because Arizona could still do good. So it's not like we're doing terrible. And we could also take their third. So a second and a third. I believe they offered us this already. Would this go through? No. Okay, so let's take the third out of there. I believe this will go through. Yeah, okay. So we sent him to Florida. Florida will have a little bit of extra firepower. So we're just gonna best roster for now because we're not quite done yet. Let's check our draft picks out. Okay, we have a first and 2 seconds, a third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, and a seventh. So we have all our draft picks basically. I'd like to get another first. I doubt I don't think that's gonna happen. But I'd like to get another second/third. If we could get another third or second at least, I believe that's fine. So there is another team I saw that was a playoff contender. Pittsburgh, I don't think they have a cap room for anybody. Let me check again, because I do want to send Stafford to a playoff contending team, because because players like that, I don't think Stafford would stay in the NHL for very much longer. And if we can send him to a team to where he can win a cup with, I believe that's fair. Washington, I mean, we could send them to the Islanders or the Devils. The Devils may be pretty good to send them to. Actually, I want to send them to the Islanders or the Capitals. Let's do that. Islanders or the Capitals. Basically, whoever can take his cap. Or maybe we can get something out of it. Maybe we can get like a prospect that they're not going to need out of it. Because, you know, the Washington Capitals don't really necessarily need anybody else. But they, you know, every little bit helps. They may not have the cap. Let's check the New York Islanders. They definitely have the cap for him. Alright guys, Drew Stafford does have a lot of cap, but he's also a pretty good player. So they could probably be playing him on the second line if they wanted to. He's a winger, right? Yeah, right winger. So let's just make sure we're not sending him to a team where he's not going to be used, right wingers. So, actually, I don't think I don't think that would be the best team. So let's try the Devils. See if he'd fit in at the Devils. And yeah, okay, they have room for him, and they're still technically a playoff contender team. So it'd be great if we send him to the Devils and they do something. I'm sure Taylor Hall is tearing it up. Yeah, he's a 91 now. So I'm sure he's tearing up out there with Adam Henrique. I believe they played together in juniors. I actually think, yeah, they played together in juniors. I'm pretty sure they did. So that's some pretty good chemistry they have on their team. So let's do this. Let's see who would they be willing to get rid of before we just go grabbing draft picks. Okay, yeah, no one we would want. Goalies, nothing. So we want a draft pick. They're interested in giving away their second round picks. Both of them. Their Boston pick and their pick. I kind of want Boston's pick because they're not doing as good as them. They'd have more than 45 skaters, so we're going to have to take somebody back. What if we do this? Excuse me. What if we... Okay. Mark Savard has 1 year on his contract. He has 1 year left. So at the end of the season, he's gone. He's going to retire. He's probably going to be a free agent. He's not playing there right now. What if we take his contract? Because that's basically what we're doing. We're just taking the contract. We take his contract of $4.03 million and just have him for that 1 year and then say goodbye to him. We could actually do that, and that would go through. I don't think the value is there. I mean, I don't think the value is there. I mean, we could try it. I don't think it's going to go through. Yeah, no, okay. So that's not going to go through by itself. I mean, I don't... If we're taking that much cap for the season, I'd rather just take... I want a second. I don't want a third. I really don't want to throw anybody else in because we could possibly use some more people. In New Jersey, there's no... For sure they're going to make playoffs or anything. That's the problem. I mean, we probably don't have any goalies. I mean, they'd be interested in Pavlik, but I'm not just going to give out our starting goalie like he's... Like we don't need him. Yeah, I don't think we can make this trade. Yeah, I really don't think we can make this trade, guys. I don't think Drew Stafford's going to be dealt in this episode, unfortunately. I am running a little long on the video, so I'm not going to make this trade here. I don't know what do we do with Drew Stafford. I might just wait until the trade deadline, I guess, to see if any teams would be interested in taking him, or wait for another trade to come our way. So let's edit lines and see what we have here. Let's just do best lines and see what they do. Okay, they still have them basically the same, except okay. Mark Ordano, you could still get a little bit better. So I want Drew Stafford playing the wing because he's not gonna get any better. Excuse me. And scratched. I do want to play Armia, but maybe he might have to wait. Yeah, he's not happy. He's not happy at all. So we're gonna play him. We're gonna play Armia. Is Patan? Okay, no, okay, yeah, he's fine. Patan's fine right now. I mean, he could possibly get playing time next season. I actually want to send him down, but is he still on? Yeah, he is. Okay, so he's still on a two-way. So let's put Armia in dress player, and let's put him in. Is he a right wing or a left wing? I'm not sure. He's a right wing. So we're gonna play him at right wing. Who can we scratch? We're scratch. I say we scratch Peluso. Yeah, we're probably gonna end up scratching Peluso and put Joe Armia in. I feel like that's the best. Oh, is he a center? Oh no, there he is. I forgot that I dressed him. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Third line. We're going to give him probably the rest of the season on there. He needs some ice time so he gets better. And we're going to scratch what's his face. Let me see if I can find him. Where's he at? Where's Thorburn? There he is. Yeah, we're going to temporarily, or Peluso. We're going to temporarily scratch Peluso. That way, there's no problems on the roster. I think that should work. Our team actually doesn't look terrible. I don't know about Nikolai Ehlers. Not only is he on the wrong wing, but, I mean, he's playing first line. Let's at least do this. I mean, come on. I feel like that's better like that. I feel like that's why he's not doing anything, is because he's there. What if I were to put him at least on the second line, but then Marco Dano is going to get hurt? I think this is fine. This has got to be fine. Our defense is still exactly the same, so yeah, it's basically exactly the same. I really don't know what else to do. Oh, I already know one thing you guys are going to want me to do. Let me check to see how Patrick Laine is doing, because he is a big piece of this team. We do want to get him involved in this team as soon as possible. So let's check to see how he's doing in the AHL. And let's see, he's probably tearing it up. Yep, there he is. 26 points in 30 games. There you go. So he is tearing it up down there. 77 overall, Patrick Laine. Yeah, he's doing pretty good down there. So that's great. As long as he keeps tearing it up, he'll be a high overall and playing with us in no time. Quentin Howden's doing pretty good down there too. We might actually, maybe he'll play with Patrick Laine eventually in the NHL. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And so Josh Morrissey's doing pretty good down there too. I guess. No, it doesn't look like he is. But that's fine. He's a defenseman. It's not that bad. So anyways, I'm probably going to cut the video here because it got really long. I don't know what we do with Drew Stafford. Comment if you think we should trade him. Comment if you don't think we should trade him. Just tell me something. I'm going to end the video here. I'm not going to worry about any of the concession stuff or anything. This video's ran too long. So I'm going to edit this and upload it the same night of. So yeah. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to smack a like button on it. Comment any ideas to improve the team. And if you think we should tank, just go with it. Say tank. I believe we should, so I'm going with it. If not, if you guys see a way that we can avoid it, comment it, because if we can rebuild without missing the playoffs, that'd be great. I doubt it's gonna happen, but that'd be great. So I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. We're back from the dead.